Are you tired of wondering why the person you seek has yet to appear in your life? Perhaps there are barriers preventing you from meeting your soulmate. It's important to understand that if you are surrounded by distractions and temptations, God will not facilitate the arrival of this special person. Let me clarify. Following worldly paths and getting romantically involved with someone who is already committed will certainly not lead to God sending you a spouse meant to share your life with you. Therefore, we must not place the responsibility on God for our mistakes and misguided decisions. I understand that questions may arise, such as what happens if you fall in love with someone who is already married? The answer is clear and direct in the scriptures. You shall not commit adultery. With this, it is fundamental that we do not twist God's words to excuse our own actions. God is immutable in His commandments, and He will not alter them simply to accommodate our distractions or momentary desires. He will never send you someone else's spouse, regardless of how intense your feelings might be. If your genuine desire is to find the right person to share your life with, it is essential to remove the obstacles that are in your way. Distance yourself from distractions and temptations, and dedicate yourself to strengthening your relationship with God. Trust that He will bring the right person to you at the right time. This process requires patience, focus, and a firm commitment to your spiritual values, ensuring that your actions align with the greater purpose God has for your life. By doing so, you are not only honoring God, but also preparing the way to receive the blessing of a true and blessed relationship. Always keep in mind that God has a meticulously crafted plan for your life, and He is prepared to perform true wonders in your love life. However, it is important to recognize that one of the greatest challenges in the search for your soulmate occurs when tension creates an emotional barrier between you and your partner. Yes, just as you heard. We are not just talking about a physical distance, which in itself is challenging, but an even more complex and delicate emotional distance. It can happen that he is physically by your side, sharing the same space, but emotionally, he seems miles away. Interacting under these circumstances is comparable to talking to a wall. Your words echo without receiving any emotional response. That deep and magical connection that once defined your relationship seems to have dissipated, leaving behind an atmosphere filled with tension and stress. It might feel like there is an invisible force trying to create a division between you two, and it's important to understand that, to some extent, neither you nor he are the true culprits of this situation. In reality, it is a spiritual battle where the adversary, often referred to as the devil, is trying to keep you both apart. This perception can be quite disturbing and cause a sense of confusion, but it is crucial that you remain resilient and do not let these negative forces prevail. In moments like these, the key to overcoming these challenges lies in never giving up the fight for love and unity. You must turn to prayer, seeking divine strength and wisdom, communicate openly and sincerely with him, and continually strive to find ways to reconnect emotionally. Emotional reconnection is essential, as it is the link that truly unites hearts and strengthens bonds, even in the face of adversity. So, persist and do not give up. Do not allow the devil or any other negative force to win this battle. Continue to fight vigorously for your relationship, because victory in the emotional field is fundamental and deeply transformative. Remember that mutual emotional understanding between partners is not just fleeting. Once established, it becomes a permanent foundation for the relationship. When someone truly understands your emotions, this understanding does not fade over time. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship where he seems completely incapable of dealing with challenging situations? Imagine those moments when, faced with real difficulties, he simply adopts a stance as if nothing out of the ordinary is happening. This attitude can be extremely frustrating, especially when you are committed to building a life together and expect to count on his support in critical moments. When he chooses to ignore adversities, avoiding responsibilities instead of facing them, it not only creates a feeling of isolation, but also signals that there may be deeper and more problematic issues at play. He may be dealing with complex personal issues that he hasn't disclosed, or there may be dynamics in the relationship that are generating tension and conflict. Regardless of the specific causes, it is vital that you remain vigilant and perceptive to changes in behavior and signs that things are not going well. The behavior of distancing himself during stressful periods could be a defense mechanism, an inability to deal with emotional discomfort, or even an indication of a lack of emotional maturity to face life's challenges together. In such moments, it is crucial not only to observe, but also to act. Communicating your concerns and expectations clearly can help open a necessary dialogue about what each of you needs and expects from the other in the relationship. It is important to discuss how you can better support each other in difficult times. If he continues to flee when situations require joint confrontation and resolution, this behavior can eventually undermine the trust and stability of the relationship. Therefore, stay attentive and involved. Careful observation and open communication are essential to understanding the root of the problems and working on solutions. Recognizing when the dynamics of the relationship begin to change for the worse is crucial to addressing these issues before they become insurmountable. If he truly intends to be your partner, the person who shares both the good and the bad moments by your side, he will stand firm with you, regardless of the adversities. Naturally, it is inevitable that challenging moments will arise where both of you may feel tempted to give up. However, if you can face and overcome these periods together, the relationship will not only survive, but become significantly stronger and more resilient. On the other hand, if he consistently chooses to distance himself whenever challenges arise, this may indicate a fundamental flaw in the foundation of the relationship. If this behavior becomes a pattern, it is crucial to consider the long-term viability of this union. A healthy relationship requires both partners to be willing to face storms together, not just share moments of calm. Moreover, it is essential to cultivate open and effective communication skills. Be ready to apologize when necessary, communicate your needs and feelings clearly, and spend quality time together. These are the pillars for building and maintaining a healthy and loving relationship. Do not underestimate the importance of small gestures and shared moments, as they are the foundations that sustain the relationship during difficult times. By employing these practices in your relationship, you can overcome obstacles more easily. Additionally, with divine help and a shared faith, you will find additional strength to overcome adversities. Believe that with joint effort, communication, and mutual support, no challenge is too great to be overcome. God's support can be a powerful resource, illuminating the way and offering hope and renewal even in the toughest moments. Therefore, if you find yourself in a relationship marked by dishonesty, it is crucial to take the initiative to have an honest and open conversation with him. Trust is the foundation upon which all healthy relationships are built. Without it, the relationship's foundations are bound to be fragile and eventually collapse under the weight of mistrust and misunderstandings. When trust prevails, it becomes much harder for negative external forces, such as temptations or even the so-called e-devil, to create divisions between you and your partner. It is imperative, then, that you abandon any practice of lying and dedicate yourself to establishing a solid foundation of honesty and mutual trust. He is by your side, waiting for you to take this vital step to remove the obstacles that impede both your growth and happiness in the relationship. Remember that personal insecurities and past experiences can often lead us to underestimate our own worth and seek to fill a void with what we think are quick or easy solutions, like hiding the truth. However, it is essential that you believe in yourself and recognize the valuable treasures God has placed within you. The Bible teaches us that God knew us before our conception and instilled within us His eternal treasures, meant to enrich our lives and spirits. Unfortunately, many people get lost in superficial and fleeting concerns, such as sexual experiences, influences from romantic movies, and displays of affection on social media, which, although they may seem significant, deeply deviate from God's purpose for marriage and lasting relationships. These modern distractions often divert our attention from what is truly important and lasting in a relationship. Marriage, as taught in the Scriptures, is a sacred and profound union that goes beyond mere personal satisfaction or social status. It is a spiritual partnership meant to cultivate love, respect, commitment, and mutual growth. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to seek God's guidance and be attentive to His voice when it comes to such significant matters as marriage. Marriage is one of the most crucial decisions you will make in your life, defining the course of your future. It is a choice that deserves all your attention and wisdom. It is crucial to remember that God will not force us into a relationship that is not suitable for us. His plan for us is always the best, especially when it comes to relationships. While we may have our own desires and plans, it is essential to prioritize God's will. He knows our deepest longings and will lead us to the partner who complements our journey. Do not be discouraged and never settle for less than you deserve. Trust fully in God's timing and design, for He will always guide our steps in the right direction. Stay firm in your faith, for the best is yet to come. Take a special moment to let all these words resonate with you. Remember that you are loved and protected by the universe. Type 555 to claim this message and the blessings it contains for yourself. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who might also need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness that nurtures the cycle of good karma. You will spread positivity and receive blessings from the universe in return. They will accompany us together until our next moment of love, peace, and comfort. Amen.